rises, and that's when things become a little bit demanding. Pinzuto for the riders, 2.5 kilometers in total, and as you can see, it gets up to double figures in the ascent, and it's now that he decides to launch. The body language changes. Tom Pidcock knows all about it, straight out of the saddle, and he's launching right from the beginning of this climb. It goes on for a little bit. We've got several hundred meters of this, and it's Tom Pidcock alive to the first salvo being fired. Well, it's probably the second salvo, the first of those coming with about 80k remaining on the Santa Maria. And he's fighting to try and stay in here, and it looks as if Tadej Pogačar could be putting a little bit of daylight for the first time between himself and Tom Pidcock, who sits back in the saddle. But has he got enough? He continues to resist, but can he stay in there? Several bike lengths emerge, and the huge crowds are urging on both riders. But Tadej Pogačar is finally detaching himself from Tom Pidcock, and he's not going to look around again before he reaches the top of this climb. Tadej Pogačar going for glory, and Pidcock seemingly can do nothing about it.
Yeah, it looks that way now. And, you know, it was always going to be a question. Tadej Pogačar was going to, you know, he didn't want to come into the finish Siena with the Pidcock. He looks round, he sees the gap there. He's, you know, the fact that he's been down so hard today and he just accelerates away. I just thought maybe Tom Pidcock, you have to kind of test him out. Well, he's been tested out himself. It was interesting that Pogačar put his hand up before we hit this sector.
Through and into the old town and up the soaring rise onto Via Santa Caterina. A few low fives, so there is a little bit of showboating, and he's going to enjoy the experience. He is an amazing guy. Through the gate and on to glory. Hard to take in just how steep this climb is, and what a cruel thing it is to put in the course at the end of such a long and hard day out. They've 213 kilometers in their legs at this point. It just ramps up, and when we hit the flagstones, you need to be careful here.
Yeah, that is the kind of official fan club, the Pogi fan club. But the thing you can a sense of relief now for Pogačar. It's not been easy. But yeah, there's no stopping him. No crash will stop him. Nothing's going to stop him. And Pogačar, you know, he's making history yet again.
Making history and giving us these remarkable and wonderful images. For a man who's won the Tour de France on 3 occasions, he's taken 17 stage victories in France along the way. He's won no less than 4 editions of Lombardia, a couple of Liège-Bastogne-Liège. He's got the World Championship. He's won countless other bike races, including this one on 2 previous occasions. But I think this one is one he's really going to remember. And that's the final ramp at the top of Via Santa Caterina. And into the moment where he can really soak it up and absorb the experience. I suspect he's going to be absorbing a little bit of the pain as well of that difficult moment out the road, but he's shrugged that one off and into the final few hundred meters and into Piazza del Campo. It's glory once more for Tadej Pogačar. The treble has been achieved. First man to go back-to-back in Strade Bianche. And doing it as world champion. Well, there are no records that cannot be achieved. It's time to soak it up once more. Tadej Pogačar is your winner of Strade Bianche 2025.